The first thing I did after reincarnating as a snake was getting tangled up with a green snake. Using my innate mind-reading ability, I found out this green snake was actually the Dragon Palace Empress, reincarnating to rebuild her power. Right now, she was thinking about how she'd skin me alive one day. Just when I thought my snake life was over, I awakened a 100x return system. Anything I gave or did for someone else, I'd get it back 100 times over. Without hesitation, I locked her in as my bonded target. A brand new binding panel appeared right before my eyes. I snapped my gaze toward the cave, practically drooling, like I just spotted the greatest treasure in the world. The green snake suddenly shuddered hard. What's this creep staring at me for? King Li Oxu gritted her teeth and glared back. Reincarnating wasn't her choice. The Heavenly Court had pushed the Dragon Clan too far. They set an inescapable trap, forcing her to abandon her physical body. She thought with her Empress-level cultivation, she could quickly catch back up to her past self. Lead the dragons in a comeback me, but who knew? Even dragons get pushed around when they're down. Right then, I started wriggling my body and crawled straight toward her. King Li Oxu panicked inside. What is this creep trying to do now? Watching me get closer and closer. Her green body gave a little shiver, but I didn't even glance at her. I just slithered straight off into the forest. So this world actually has a Heavenly Court. I pushed that thought aside for now. Either way, gotta eat first. A snake's natural super smell and heat vision let me easily pick up on any movement within a kilometer. By the time I showed back up at the cave, my mouth was stuffed with food. The two sharp fangs in my mouth carried an absolutely terrifying venom. No matter how powerful the beast, the tiniest drop of my venom would melt them into a puddle. When she saw me return, King Li Oxu was curled up on a rock and jumped at the sight of me. She instinctively coiled her body tight. She'd tried to escape earlier, but her injuries were just too severe. Even going all out, all she could do was keep her wounds from getting worse. At the sight of food, King Li Oxu instinctively swallowed. Watching me swallow a whole lion in one bite, she was practically crying with hunger. But as the Dragon Palace Empress, she kept her cool, not showing even a hint that she wanted food. Oh please, you're not fooling anyone. I clamped down on my prey and flung it. A brown bear landed right in front of King Li Oxu. Her pupils shrank, pure shock. This is for me? Fine, I'll have a bite. Once I recover my power, that's when you die, you creep. King Li Oxu opened her massive jaws and ripped the bear apart in one bite. The way she tore into it, you'd think she was imagining. That bear was a certain snake nearby. My face went dark. Bro, this dragon's got serious issues. Ding. Congrats, host. 100x return reward, danger sense. Congrats, host. 100x return reward, super smell. Congrats, host. 100x return reward, super hearing. Notifications kept flooding my screen one after another. When they finally stopped, a stat panel appeared before me. I narrowed my eyes and scanned the ability section. This 100x return system is insane. Wow, a Dragon Empress really is something else. One brown bear and she's already recovered that much? Without even thinking, I snagged the next catch and flung an elk right in front of King Li Oxu. She was still digesting the last meal. With her pride already out the window, King Li Oxu didn't say no, just opened up and swallowed it whole. Those sweet system notifications kept ringing in my ears. I was grinning so hard my fangs were about to pop out. No time to waste, I kept heading out to hunt. 3-4 days straight. Birds in the sky, beasts on land, fish in the water, anything in that forest that could move couldn't escape my fangs. Of all the prey I brought back, more than half ended up in King Li Oxu's belly. Her scales were getting shinier by the day, and her body had already grown noticeably bigger. I could even feel it on her. A raw, primal pressure radiating off her, like she was a completely different being. What a freak, I muttered. But inside I was hyped. King Li Oxu had been recovering at insane speed. And I, the real winner here, was cashing in big. Ding! Detected a change in bonded target Dragon Palace Empress King Li Oxu's mindset. Affinity +1. Affinity, the connection level between host and bonded target. The higher the value, the better the 100x returns. The rewards just keep getting better. Warning, if affinity hits 0, the bond breaks immediately. Detected, host and target affinity has broken through to 1. Synthesis option now unlocked. Host can synthesize abilities to complete the first evolution. What are we waiting for? Synthesize! Right then, a Bagua furnace appeared out of thin air on the screen and burst into roaring flames. I watched as every ability I'd gained these past few days got tossed in one by one. Ding! Synthesis complete. Congrats, host. You've obtained a spirit-grade ability. King of all beasts. My eyes lit up. Then a blazing wave of heat shot straight to my forehead. In an instant, my forehead was on fire, like it was about to burst right through my skull. The sudden pain ripped a roar out of me. The heat on my forehead slowly gathered, forming a sharp protruding horn. My body, already dozens of meters long, expanded fast, way bigger than before. Even my senses were getting massively sharper. I turned toward a nearby hill and shot forward like a beam of light, opening my jaws wide and tearing straight into it. Next second, I punched clean through the whole hill. Meanwhile, coiled at the edge of the cave, King Li Oxu, who had been digesting, snapped awake. Her breath caught. Could it be the heavenly soldiers coming after me? She barely looked up before she saw a nearby hill exploding apart, and a silver-white serpent over 20 meters long, coiling up on the shattered rubble. How is it him? Shock flashed across King Li Oxu's eyes. That kind of destructive power, already on par with a spirit beast at the threshold of the immortal path. Damn it. King Li Oxu felt a knot forming in her chest. Then she spotted the horn that had grown from my forehead, and her pupils snapped shut. So that's it, dragon bloodline. But that doesn't mean anything. Now that I've healed, once I remaster the dragon arts, I'll leave you in the dust. And when that day comes, even if I don't kill you, I'll make you my mount. King Li Oxu knew full well that her reincarnation couldn't hide from the eyes of heaven. When the time came, they'd come for her, root and all. She had to reclaim her peak power before that happened. That was the only chance she had. Too bad ordinary beasts were just ordinary. To rebuild my cultivation, I need demon cores. Qingli Akshu swallowed her rage, completely unaware that every thought had landed straight in my ears. And I immediately started cursing in my head. Seriously? She still wants me as her mount? This dragon's got a screw loose. What happened to the affinity going up? I shook it off and pulled up my stat panel. I couldn't help but smile. This must be what Qingli Aoxue was talking about. The dragon lineage inheritance. My eyes landed on Qingli Aoxue again. If I want to keep getting stronger, I've got to find her some demon cores. Qingli Aoxue felt my stare and got seriously creeped out. What are you looking at, you creep? Keep staring and I'll gouge your eyes out. That startled me. I just glanced at her and she's already threatening to gouge my eyes out. With a temper like that, no wonder someone set her up to reincarnate. I turned and headed toward the dense forest in the mountains. Before I ranked up to Spirit Beast, I never dared go deep into this forest. Every time I got close, something just felt wrong. The moment I stepped in, I could feel the energy here was off.